Hey everybody, Grant here again. Today I want to start talking about making money online specifically and where should you start. Now obviously the situation is different for different people, but I'm kind of casting a wide net here and showing where I believe the majority of people should start when it comes to making money online. Now people have looked at, I can become an Amazon reseller, I can sell products, I can do services and things like that. But in my personal opinion, one of the best places to get started is in intellectual property. What do I mean by that? I mean creating things like courses, tutorials, how to's, things like that, because it's going to require the absolute lowest amount of money for you to get started. Usually it's just whatever, if you want to take a class or a course or something like that. In fact, there's one that, check out our videos, there's a Instructo, Easy How To Profits, that covers a lot of this stuff that basically will allow you to start making money online, passive income, without having to keep inventory or invest a lot of money and have stock on hand. And what if you buy stuff and it doesn't sell? That's a big concern for a lot of people. But with intellectual content, once it's out there, it's just out there and it can continually generate revenue for you over and over and over and over again. Now, another big opportunity here is affiliates and affiliate links. What those are, that is that basically someone else has a product, someone else has a service, you direct people towards that and you get a piece of the sale. Also, you're not keeping anything on hand. You don't have to worry about, servicing the customers because that happens to somebody else or what have you. So that's another fantastic way. Now, the only thing with that is your level of success, especially in something like affiliate marketing, is going to be tied directly to the network of people that you have. I know people who review products and they do a phenomenal job of it and they do a lot of in-depth research, but they don't have anyone to market that to. So the problem is that it takes them a long time to really get traction and whatnot. Now, if you have, a lot of people that you know, or maybe a lot of people that follow you on Facebook or Twitter or whatever the case may be, you can grab people's attention and direct them certain places, then affiliate marketing can be a huge, huge opportunity for you because it covers virtually every possible range of the spectrum that you can think of. Of course, like I said, it does have to do directly with your network and the people that you can get in front of. Some people will invest money in marketing and things like that to get in front of more people. It works, but again, there's more of an initial cost on your part. So I'm not saying don't do affiliate marketing. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal thing to do. But if you don't have a big network or a big market, so to speak, it might take you a little while to build that. So by doing something like intellectual property, again, you're going to run into the same thing, in that it's going to depend heavily on the market and who it is that you can market to, who you can sell to. However, there are places out there, which is why I suggested specifically the Instructo Easy How To Profits video and program, that you can partner with. One of them, for example, that I've utilized myself personally, and they talk about this in there, is Udemy, UDEMY.com, where you can create courses on virtually anything. I know someone who talked about how to raise chickens in her backyard. Now, does it generate a lot of money for her? No, but it's about 20, 25 bucks a month, fills her gas tank, she says. And it took her a few hours to put it together, and it just pays over and over again. Now, with something like that, they're going to do the marketing for you. They're going to get out in front of people. They're going to be putting, all that stuff out there and doing all the legwork. Now, the flip side to that is obviously they're going to keep a percentage of your profits, which is why affiliate marketers love people, who they'll give out their affiliate link, because you get a piece of their sale, but you're driving more business to them, so everybody wins. So finding ways to do that. And the reason I talk about intellectual property is there's so many places out there that will do that, will do the marketing for you. And I know people are like, oh my gosh, between, they send out an affiliate and then they got a piece and this person got a piece and I only got to keep 25% of the sale. And they get some really frustrated. But here's the thing. I'd rather have 25% of a sale than 100% of no sale. Or I'd rather have 30% of a watermelon than 100% of a grape. So that's the other piece of that, is as you do that, you can build your own network. You can get better and better and better at that. But it's going to, if you don't already have a huge network, or even if you do, tapping into other people who have a huge network and giving away a piece of your profit in order to generate more sales, especially on something like intellectual property. Now, if you're selling a product, a tangible thing, tangible goods, and you have to give away a piece of your profit every single time, well, you have to take that money and obviously reinvest it in more product and what have you. And in that case, you can create a bit of a struggle there if you discount it too much. Now, with intellectual property, again, once you've created it, it costs you nothing. So if you make $1 on every sale, that's it. But you get 10,000 sales. I'd rather make $10,000 because I got $1 on 10,000 sales than be making $100 a sale and get 3 sales. So that's something to think about. So if you don't have a huge network of people, or you're just starting to get into this game, find ways that you can pair with other people who have a lot to bring to the table. And subsequently, in addition to that, if you already do have a big network and you don't know where to get started, affiliate links are huge, because you don't have to have a product or a service. Again, you don't have to create anything. You just use what's already out there. With that, again, I've used Udemy just to play around with it a little bit, because I didn't have a network for these specific areas, and it, brought people in, which was great. At the same token, I do what's called real estate wholesaling, which is where somebody brings me a property and says, hey, I'm looking for a cash buyer for this particular property. It's this much money. I say, okay, I have a network. I didn't find the property. I didn't do any of the work, any of the legwork. All I did was send this property out to the people that I know with a slight markup. Someone comes back and says, numbers look good, I'll take it. I make $2,000 in about 30 minutes. I don't have anything to do with the product. I didn't create anything, but I got a big chunk of it because I built, and it took a while to do that, but I built a network there. Again, with intellectual content, I have to create the content, which is obviously a little bit more work, but I have more control over that because I can create as much content as I want and have other people do the marketing. And for most people, if you don't have a huge network, that's going to be where you're going to want to start. So looking at that, check out that particular product, that Instructo Easy How To Profits. There's some other ones in there as well that talk about just sleeper money, where making passive income. There's another one, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of the product right now, but he talks about basically where to find products online that are free and being able to sell them on places like eBay and whatnot. So you're making 100% profit there as well. So looking at that, that's the kind of thing that I really recommend you get started with. It creates the best opportunity, lowest risk for greatest return on investment. Now with Udemy, I created 2 courses that I kind of put them together relatively quickly. One is about dressing for success, and one was about couponing. And they made me, I think, $700 last year, a little over $700. I spent a little bit of money to learn how to do it and what have you, but I think, again, a $27 course for a $700 return, that's pretty good. And I can just create more and more content if that's what I want to do. So thinking about that, figure out what kind of skills that you have. What is it that you know how to do? Even if it's something obscure, there's someone out there who will pay for it. If you put it together and you get it in front of the right people, you either need to have a big network, or you need to have people who have access to a big network. Those are going to be the 2 huge fundamental factors in your success. If you have both already, that's where you can make a lot of money, because you can keep more of the money coming in, but you still want to find other people with a big network because you want to grow that network, obviously. If you are in a situation where you go, I don't have a big network, Grant, and all this other stuff, that's okay. The more products you create and you partner with people who have big networks, there are ways to get in front of their people again to grow your own network. And you, just a couple of big key players will make all the difference in the world. So what I would recommend doing, you want to start making some passive income, check out some of those products that we suggested. They all come with a 100% 30-day money-back guarantee if you decide to go that route. The reason it's worth it to me is because it cuts the learning curve down dramatically. Could you learn how to do that stuff on your own? Probably. I mean, if you look long enough. But if it takes you 3 months to do it, when that's 3 months you could be making profits, and you make way more money in that 3 months than you would have if you would have, option A, take 3 months and make no money, and then you saved yourself the $27-30 or whatever. Or option B, you spend the $27 and then you're making that money for those 3 month periods. Obviously, it's a much better idea to go that route. So just something to think about there. Checking that out. But intellectual property, make a list of all the things that you know how to do. And even if they sound obscure, like I said, I know someone who makes money by raising chickens in their backyard. That's what they did. It was just some random thing. I did one on, again, how to dress for success. You could do anything on it. Maybe you know how to play chess. Maybe you know how to polish shoes. Maybe maybe you know how to find cheat codes. On video games or something. I don't know, whatever it is, but there's something that you're good at that someone will pay money for. So figure that out, but check out some of those other opportunities and whatnot. And there are some other products that I've been reviewing and whatnot, designed to growing your list, because again, there are businesses I have that I'm in the business only because I have contacts, because I have a list of people. That's all I needed. And the bigger the list, the more money I make and the faster I make it. So just having a list of people, of contacts, is a business in and of itself, an incredibly profitable one as well. So looking at that, there are products out there that, again, are specifically geared to help you build your list. If you are creating the content, there are ways to make sure that as you create that content, you're also building your list. So that's kind of what I wanted to start with here today. Just letting you know, if you're looking to start making money online, for the majority of people, I would recommend intellectual property. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you're interested in some of the other products or what have you that I do some reviews on and check out, make sure you click the subscribe button down below and then click the little bell so you get notifications. But in any event, I look forward to seeing you guys next time.